I'm Bianca Bethel Sawyer, Events and Sponsorship Manager at Alive, and we are at our Alive Palmdale location. Alive does support many charities, with Hands for Hunger being one. We look for charities that are committed and aligned with the Alive goals and mission. We tend to power events and we like to bring them alive. Our customers are a part of the community. Anything that we do in the community affects our customers or it helps them in some sort of way. So being a part of the community means going out there looking for organizations that assist or can provide a memorable experience for our customers, and that's what it means to us. It is important for Alive to participate in Paradise Plates because we know that it's one of the biggest fundraisers for Hands for Hunger. Besides eating all the tasty food and drinking all the good drinks, we know that the funds raised will allow Hands for Hunger to continue its cause. Alive believe that the mission of eliminating hunger and food waste is important because no one should have to go to bed hungry or wake up hungry. There are enough organizations in the Bahamas that, tend to waste food throughout the day at these establishments, and it only makes sense to provide that food or leftover food to persons who may not be able to afford a good meal each day. And so once we could get that done and eradicate hunger, Alive is truly committed to that cause.
The community plays an intricate role in everyday life. We've all come from small communities plastered all over the Bahamas, and these communities help build our economy, they help mold our children, they help shape our adults, and unfortunately some communities lack basic infrastructure, lack basic amenities such as proper parks, and then they're riddled with crime as well. And when we can support community initiatives that help enhance the quality of life for individuals, we always want to dive into those initiatives head first and do our part, be our brother's keeper. Community building is also can be translated as building people in general. So when you're fortunate enough to escape those unfortunate situations, you always have to take the time to stare backwards and help someone if you possibly can, and that's what Island Luck aims to do. The better part about Paradise Plates is the food. I go for the food. I always make sure I go on an empty stomach, and it just takes me on a food excursion. That's the best way to describe it. It's just a diverse compilations of chefs and their ideas, and it really showcases all the different talents as it relates to food preparation. Here we have in the Bahamas a lot of places that I didn't even know exist, and a lot of dishes that I didn't know exist. So it exposes me to foods that I never even seen before, and I want to encourage a lot of persons to come out on an empty stomach, and while you're getting your grub on, also find ways to be a part of the initiative.
I'm Stephanie Hanna, Public Relations and Administration Manager of J.S. Johnson. Being part of the community for J.S. Johnson means getting involved in many aspects of it: culture, youth, assisting the urban renewal, assisting those less fortunate than ourselves, and just trying to make it a better life for as many people as we can. J.S. Johnson supports many charities. We look at various things like the youth. We hear a lot of negative things about the youth in the community, but how many companies are reaching out to see how they can support and make a difference. The government is not able to do everything, and so I think it's really important that private sectors get involved. The best part about sponsoring Paradise Plates is we're in an environment with like-minded individuals and companies that want to participate in giving back to the larger cause that Hands for Hunger does in feeding so many individuals.
So many of us take for granted where we're getting our next meal from, and to participate with a charity like Hands for Hunger, who really gives to the most needy amongst us, is something that is just so important to Rev. Well, we look at those companies and those charities that are in alignment with our corporate mandate. So for example, we sponsor the National Culinary Team. We're really big on the arts and also culture here in the Bahamas. And so Hands for Hunger and Culinary Team really fits into that. Eliminating food wastage is just so important. When you look at the performance of kids in school, for example, not having enough to eat, not having nutritious food can affect their academics, Can you imagine going to school and expecting to perform on an empty belly? So not only do you have the academic side of it, but actual substance, staying alive, having a healthy existence is just so important. Oh my goodness, we have seen Paradise Plates over the years. We have our staff talking about the food. Everyone wants to be there. So of course, being involved, tasting, enjoying in the festivities, but also knowing that we are making a difference. Paradise Plates really and truly goes a long way in just making such a difference in the community.